Hey, YouTubers. Solaine got $1,000 allegedly from charity. So Dwayne Fletcher said he received $1,000 for Solaine, which he handed over to her. And this is a blogger in the UK who has followed the Solaine story. He's very empathetic and sympathetic to her and her son, and seems to be looking out for them. So he gets on his live and he commented about all the haters who are trying to take him down, take his videos down, talk very ill of him. And I'm saying to myself, why do you even breathe life into these people? Because they don't matter. They don't put food on your table or roof over your head, so why even mention them? They are a non-MF factor, okay? So, Mr. Dwayne Fletcher, take some advice from someone who has been in the world a very long time. You're a young man trying to still navigate the world. Take my advice. If they're talking about you, that means you're doing something right. Okay? And you have to ignore all the nasty comments, because remember, with the internet, that goes with the territory. Not everybody's going to like you. You're going to have a lot of haters, and you have to know how to deal with them. And the way I deal with my haters is to delete and block, period. Next story up is a very interesting story, and I think a lot of women and men can identify to this, because a lot of women don't look the same when they take their makeup off. They look like a totally different person, and a man is left looking at a woman like, is this the same person I married? Anywho, let's get on with the story. Husband divorced his wife after seeing her makeup free for the first time. So, a traumatized man thought he had married the love of his life, a woman with both inner beauty and outer beauty. So he thought. That is until he saw his bride without her makeup on. It was like the mask had come off. Now he is suing for fraud and trauma. Oh, that is so funny. I mean, I find it funny, but it's no lie. Some of these women, when they take their makeup off, even me, and I don't know the people, I'm traumatized from what is below that makeup. I can't believe they can transform themselves that way with makeup. It's very traumatic. Can you imagine marrying a woman and you think she's so beautiful, and when she takes off that makeup, she looks like King Kong and a gorilla combined, thrown in with some alien DNA. That's the only way to describe it, because they look frightening. Frightening. A lot of these celebrities without makeup. I'm telling you, if I had to butt up with them on the street in a dark alleyway, trust and believe I would run. They look frightening. The story goes on to say the anonymous man who married his new wife in all her finery apparently saw her in his room after the wedding and refused to believe that she was his wife without her makeup on. And the story gets funnier. After telling her to stop playing and asking her where his wife was, the traumatic man realized this really was his woman he married. It really was the woman he married. Oh my God, that is so funny. So, reports from Algeria, where the marriage took place, state that the bride played her cards very well, but she couldn't have played it that well because she took off the makeup the night of the marriage before she waited like a week, 2 weeks to spring it on the man and take it off slowly, like one week she would take off the eyelashes, the next week she'd take off the foundation, the next week maybe the eyebrow pencil, but now she sprang it all at once. And the poor man is traumatized. I can't help it, guys. Every time I think about this story, it cracks me up. Okay, guys, now that I've regained my composure, I can get on with the story without laughing. So, she never allowed her future husband to see her without makeup before the wedding. He was so stunned when he saw her face. He reportedly said he thought she was a thief who came in to steal from his apartment. I gotta cut this short. This story is too funny. So now he's asking for $20,307.95. I don't know where the 95 cents comes in. I guess every penny counts, huh? In damages, he's asking for that money in damages for psychological suffering. According to him, beauty is in the eyes of the man you marry. Maybe he should have thrown a bucket of water on her before it all went down. But listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But guess what? That's not the woman he was beholding. He was beholding a whole lot of makeup. So the man got a point. That's not a woman that he proposed to. She's a whole different person. And I hope he gets all the monetary damages he's asking for to teach women out there a lesson. And I hope more men do the same thing and sue these women. They put on all this makeup and false breasts and false behind. And when you get to know them and all that is stripped away, find out that the behind is false, the breast is false, they got pads. There's buttock pads and there are breast pads that you can pad your bust and pad your panties. And when you take your clothes off, you're as flat as a pancake. YouTubers, that story was so funny. I'm going to be laughing for a long time to come. Every time I see a woman with a lot of makeup, and because we women know when a woman got a lot of makeup on, that she's hiding something underneath, right? And every time I see one of these guys who think they're hot running after these women, I'm just going to have to laugh to myself because they don't know what's in store. But we as women know what's under there, what's under that makeup. So I hope the courts give this man his money for pain and suffering. Moving on to the next story. YouTubers have been following this story about this 9-year-old whose throat was slit. And the reason doesn't seem apparent. There's no good reason why they should slit this child's throat, But moving on with the story, it says, and by the way, this is an update, okay, because now they have recognized the child. Before there was no recognition given, but now the identity of the child was known in the paper. The St. James police have released the identity of the 9-year-old boy who was abducted from his mother along the Tucker Main Road in the parish on Thursday, January the 13th, and later discovered dead in the rear of the mother's stolen vehicle. The car was found abandoned off Fairfield Main Road in Montego Bay. The child was identified as Gabrielle King, who resides in Montego Bay. Reports from the police are that around 9:30 a.m., the woman and her son Gabriel were traveling in her Audi motor car along the Tucker Main Road towards downtown Montego Bay. It is further alleged that upon reaching a bad spot on the road, she was forced to slow down in order to drive through the rugged area when two men appeared from nowhere and approached her vehicle. The man allegedly slapped her in the face, then proceeded to grab her by her neck, drag her from the driver's seat, and sped away in the vehicle with Gabriel still in the back seat. A report was immediately made to the police, who carried out a search of the area. and the stolen vehicle was discovered abandoned off the Fairfield Main Road shortly after 11 a.m. So it appears as though they ditched the car shortly after hijacking the car with its child in it. So they did not want the car at all. And I'm suspicious now that it might have been an initiation. Because a lot of times these gang members, in order to join the gang, you have to commit a crime. You have to either kill somebody or do some type of crime. And this might have been a gang initiation. Unfortunately, what a waste of a young life to be taken at 9 years old for no good reason. It doesn't appear to be a reasonable motive here. It doesn't appear to me like if the mother even knew these people, because it was random. They said she was slowing up to drive through this rough terrain when these two guys just jumped out. Let me tell you something. If I was this mother, I would have picked up some speed. There's no way they would have been able to drag me out of that car if I was driving quickly and the doors locked. Even if the car was not fast enough going through the terrain, there's no way they would have gotten in that car. So YouTubers, this is word to the wise. Anytime you're driving and you have to slow up and put that car at 5 miles an hour because of a rough terrain, maybe potholes, keep your doors locked, your windows roll up. Because if anybody jumps out and want to take you and your car, everything is locked. They can't come in. The windows are rolled up, they can't push their hand in. Okay? And if they put anything to flatten your tire, keep driving. Drive on that steel of the car, the rim. Do not stop. YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video by pressing the subscribe button before leaving the YouTube page. Thank you.